Are you an insurance agent? If you are, I'm in a system called the Conversion Pros, and we're going to show you how to get a lot more leads for your business. Okay, so what you're going to do here is we have a landing page builder. Instead of using the corporate website that you have, you want to build a page that has some curiosity to it to get actual people to opt in. The greatest part about this is you're not going to use the name of your company, so they don't have to see it until they actually give you their information right here. So let's say you're selling car insurance, for example. We'll just go over here to Google, and I'll just type in the word car wreck. And there's lots of images, obviously, for car wrecks. So I can click on one here. That one's a little bit too small. You need a bigger picture here. Let me just find one the proper size. Just give me a moment. You want to get a bigger picture. The bigger the picture, the more dynamic it is. Okay, so let me do this one. Copy image address. It's so easy. I just come over here into the system and I click on provide background and hit paste. And immediately you got a car wreck background. So then what I can do here is I could just change the text in just a few clicks. So I can write over here that says, you know, save $500 on car insurance. You know, maybe something like, we save you more money than any car insurance commercial. And here's what's really neat about the system too, is I can change the colors. So if I want to make this maybe red like that car in the background, I can come over here and make it this reddish color of the car in the background. I can make it a little bit bigger there, as you see. And then I can take out some of this text here just for an example, and then right here, I'll change this color to white. And I'm going to change the text to say, get a free quote today. One thing I could do up here too, just to make it a little bit more dynamic, I could take the background and, or actually, yeah, the background color, and I could do something like that. So it really sticks out a little bit there. And on this button here, instead of take a free tour, just gonna write, click here. And quickly I'll change this button to a reddish color that we're using. And it's 100% customizable. And then you have a page that looks like this. Now what would happen is you would go over here and you would name the page. So say 500 car insurance. I would name the page something like just car. And then this is where I put my website. So now after I get the lead, because you want the lead to come in, now you can send them to, let's say, www.statefarm.com or whatever your insurance website is. And then you would have a mail campaign set up too, where you can actually have a mail campaign. So as soon as someone puts in their name, email, and phone number, you can email them with all your contact information automatically. We'll get into that in a second. So let's say you're doing health insurance instead of car insurance. So I could do health insurance. There's all these different backgrounds I could find on Google for this. You know, let's say this one. I can literally take this page and just hit copy image. I'm going to go right back to the page we already built for an example. I'm going to hit save on that one just so we have that one saved. Okay, and then what I'm going to do here is I'm going to hit a new background like that. So what you can do here is time is running out. And then we're going to background here. And then we're going to just change the text color. Maybe we'll change it to this blue. We'll come back here and we'll edit the text. Time is running out. Get a health insurance quote today. Now what I'm going to do is drop that down like that. And we'll just change this text here to blue. And then we'll just change the button to blue. And this way you could capture people's names and emails and phone numbers, which is very important. And then you're building a mailing list. So you build these hot looking pages, you know, and you can, there's a ton of them. So if you didn't want that, if you wanted this instead, check this out. I mean, it's so easy to change back and forth between the pictures. I would just click on copy image and one click. So you don't have to know anything about being able to build a website. It's literally just copy and paste, and there you go. And so then I would save this as, you know, health insurance quote. And then what we're going to do is we're going to call that health. And again, you're going to put your website there, and then you set up your mailing campaign. Let me just show you how to do a mailing campaign real quick. Because the key of building these pages is for you to be able to go out there and build a mailing list. So we have what we call an autoresponder. What this is a mailer. And what you would do is you would just click add. Because once they fill out a form, you want them to get an immediate email. So you want to do name it insurance, and then name it insurance, hit save, and then you would click on message list. And once you have a message list, you can click on add, and you'd want a message to go out to the person right away. So you can have your first name and last name here and say, here is your insurance quote. Here is your insurance quote. And so what you're going to do here is you're just going to write an email. Hello. I'm going to do brackets and first name. This is going to put their first name in there. We know we can save you money on your insurance needs. All you need to do is call our office at, you know, whatever your office number is, and you know, we'll be glad to get you a no obligation quote today. And then you could put your name, you know, if you have your office, and then maybe your office website or your website here. And you'd save that. Of course, you could add more to it, okay? But you'd save that and you'd hit save. And then what you're going to do is you would go back to the pages that you built. Okay, right now we have the health page here. And you'd click on edit. And where you see mail campaign, let me hit refresh here. Where you see mail campaign, you would add insurance right there and you hit save. So what happens is now that mail is saved here, so as soon as someone puts their name, email, and phone number, they are automatically going to get that email right in their email box. And the cool part is you could add as many emails to that as you want. So you could add one the next day, the next day, the next day, so they get 10 different emails. So they're constantly being reminded to call your office. And again, this system's so easy. You could do car pages, home insurance pages, anything you want. Because this doesn't say the name of any company, you shouldn't be breaking any insurance rules because it's not mentioning any insurance company out in the front. All you're doing is generating leads. You could be posting these on Facebook and Twitter and Craigslist and all these places. You could be posting these pages, generating hot leads for your office, and then having a system that actually follows up with those hot leads to bring them in the door. So the Conversion Pros, you can actually take a trial of this company here, the Conversion Pros, for just $1 for 7 days, and you'll have 100% full access to building out all these pages. And there's a lot more back here that you can do, but that's just a little bit of it. So if you're an insurance agent, this is a very, very valuable system.